Khan.
And I'm Leela Hilton.
And this is Burn Before Reading, the podcast about literature.
Here we are to discuss the terrible writing we did when we were younger and touch on some cringy literary topics right along the way.
With us today is our friend Abby. Say hello to the listeners, Abby.
Hello to the listeners.
And also Abby's sidekick, Josh. Say hello to the listeners, Josh.
What's up? I'm here.
You're not my sidekick.
I was instructed to say that.
If anything, I'm his sidekick, I think.
Okay.
I
I think
don't
that
know
maybe a
about
good
that.
friendship is you both think you're the other one's sidekick. Just kidding.
I think so.
Well, I was about to say, Leela, just kidding. I think we're good friends. You're obviously the sidekick.
We know I'm the sidekick. I'm like the funny animated animal sidekick.
Yeah.
It's like in that first season of Severance where it's like, I'm your best friend. You're my very good friend.
Yes. Wow. Boy, howdy. That hits really close to home for me. Anyway, I love all of you. All of you are my best friends, though, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Abby and Josh are our friends from Podcast Land, y'all. And we are very excited to finally have them on the pod. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
We totally didn't reverse engineer this ourselves.
Yeah, wait, how did it come up? I feel like I did walk into it like a trap.
Well, it started with me making a PowerPoint.
Oh, yeah.
And sending it to you both.
About Deus Ex Murderer.
Yeah, and then that somehow Josh was like, mention the podcast. And
Wait,
I was like,
I have to stop real
yes,
quick.
Josh.
Leela, have you heard about the PowerPoints of the Deus Ex Murderer PowerPoints?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine.
I'll send it to you.
But here, I'm going to tell the short version because this happened offline. Abby, Haley, and Becca met up IRL before you made the PowerPoints before the murderer was revealed in Deus Ex Murderer, and then you had to present them to each other after the murderer was revealed.
Correct.
Becca was the murderer. So Becca, I saw this video. Becca's PowerPoint says how to figure out who the Deus Ex Murderer is. And then the only slide says you are the murderer.
That's very funny.
We made this plan before, like, at the beginning, like in September, like before it started, before we knew anything. We were like, oh, that'll be a great idea because we already knew we were going to hang out on Halloween anyway. So we were like, oh, that'll be a great idea. So Becca actually came up with the idea before she knew she was the murderer.
That's so funny.
And so I was like, well, I figured it out last year. I know I can figure it out again. And turns out it was my best friend right under my nose.
Wow.
Sucks to suck. Leela, you'd tell me if you were a murderer, right?
Yes.
Bet you'd need help moving that. You call me and be like, Tina, there's a body. I don't know what to do.
There's a body. For all of our listeners who are not yet a part of our wonderful Discord community, Tina and Abby are referring to a really nice production that Christina lovingly puts on each year, which is a murder mystery that involves anybody who wants to be involved within our $1 a month Discord server.
$1 a month? That can't be
I must have
it.
misspoke. Is that...
Let me check.
Notes.
I don't know why I'm doing that. My keyboard's really loud.
It
is only $1 a month to be a part of our wonderful community.
God.
That's crazy.
That's so generous of us. So I highly encourage anybody to join. You know, if you want to, not saying you should do this, but you could even just do $1 a month to join in October for our murder mystery.
I don't recommend that. You're gonna catch a really weird vibe. I think that it's good to be maybe a part of the community before you dive right in.
The last 2 years that has happened where someone joined the Discord right as Deus Ex Murderer was happening, and everyone changes their like Discord display names to their character names. So the new
really
people had no
confusing.
idea who was who.
But it's really fun.
So
and
join in August, leave by Christmas.
That's
what I always say.
Or stay forever.
Yes, a lot of fun. I'm excited to have some help writing it this year from Abby and our friend Phil.
Amazing.
Yes. But anyway, A lot of stuff happens for the record year round in Discord. So, it's October's not even the only time we're doing anything.
It's March. It's Meme Day March. The memes this year are
Thank you,
fabulous.
Abby.
It's Meme Day March. And also, I forgot that this is the most important thing. Burn Before Reading is hosting next month's bracket.
Oh, yes. Can't you believe it?
What?
Well, sorry if Phil was going to surprise you.
Look at the genuine
I'm
thrills.
part of the bracket team, and I didn't even know.
Maybe Phil was planning a dramatic reveal, and I've ruined it.
Just pretend we didn't say anything.
Yeah, we are hosting our friend Phil along with Team Bracket. That includes Abby. Does like a monthly bracket. This month's bracket is hard to explain. Last month's bracket was like the ugliest word or the grossest word.
That was my pick.
That was awesome. I loved that. We've also done favorite animated dog. We've done best sauce. And I will say I'll never forgive you guys because plain was an option. And I was like, if this wins, like as a reminder, that's my Discord server. I can just hit delete.
Listen,
I will turn this Discord server around. Don't threaten me.
You know that we had to include plain for certain people who are sauce-averse. I am a sauce connoisseur.
Sauce. Sauce-averse sounds like a universe where everything is sauce.
The extended sauce-averse. Yeah, some may say if you don't like sauce, it's maybe not the bracket you should participate in for the month. Just some. But
I think that's written into our creator guidelines as DXM creators that if you don't like something, saying I don't like that is not a good conversation contribution. I think it says it in our outline. But anyway, lots of fun. Please come join us. Anyway, Josh, what has been cringing you out lately?
Oh, what a beautiful question. Thank you for asking. I can't wait to tell you. I actually have to narrow this down. I'm going to just tell one quick story that happened at work this week. So my job is I drive a big machine at a ski resort called a Snowcat that has been retrofitted with a big flatbed trailer on the back. And after the ski resort closes each night, we load up the back of the Snowcat with like food and beverage supplies, housekeeping supplies, and we deliver them to the lodge, like the other lodges up and around the rest of the mountain.
That's cool. That's a
because
very
ski
specific,
resorts,
unique job.
Yeah, and so it's not a job that a lot of people in the ski industry even know. Like there's only 5 people in the mountain that do it, and for the most part, it's me and this one other guy that do it most nights, and then the other 3 just do it maybe 1 or 2 nights a week. But we're part of like the food and beverage department, but we drive the Snowcats. So we work very closely with like the grooming team, the people that go out and they groom the snow and get the trails ready for the skiers and snowboarders the next morning.
Okay.
But we're the only ones that drive the haul cat. Everyone else drives the grooming cats. And for some reason, there's this one kid that like, I don't know if he's trying to be funny or if he's trying to be tough or what, but he's always like putting us down. Like he sees us like before the shift starts, as we're like, because every morning or every afternoon when the shift starts, we do a walk around, we check the fluids, we check the lug nuts, we make sure it's safe to drive. And so I'm out there in the snow, like checking this, and he like walks past me. He's like, well, if it isn't the lesser cat drivers, or like you guys drive the haul cats because they can't trust you to have a tiller on, or something like that. And I'm just always like, I don't know what this kid's deal is. But one day this week,
kid, is he much younger than you?
He's got to be like 21 or something. But
he certainly has the energy of a fresh out of high school kind of guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And anyways, this one day this week, he just comes like strolling up, and he's like, if it isn't the whore cat drivers. And I was just like, I'm not letting this slide. So I just look at him deadpan. I'm like, what the fuck did you just call me? And he's like, the whore cat driver, because you're always hauling whores. And I was like, yo, that does not sound like HR appropriate language. And he's like, HR, never heard of it. And I was like, yeah, you better freshen up on it, because they're probably going to have something to say to you later. And he's just like, okay, I'm sorry. And I laughed. But yeah, I was just like so cringed out by like his whole vibe for like over the course of like a couple of weeks that I was like, I'm going to scare the shit out of this guy. He's just trying to be funny. And I was just like, yeah, HR is going to have something to say about that.
Did he seem threatened?
Yeah, like immediately his just like face dropped and he's like, okay, sorry, and like walked off. And he has not talked to me since then.
Okay, good. Continue not talking to me. That is really cringy. You know?
Yeah, it is. It's giving like it's like a bully who's just like hasn't earned it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that any bullies have earned it, but like
I think it's perhaps the opposite.
Yeah, but like he really hasn't earned it. You can't just start bullying somebody. Don't bully your elders, first of all.
Yeah, you can't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. Come on.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Josh, where'd you go?
Josh.
My camera just turned off. Hold on, let me try to get it back on.
We do video now. This is so unprofessional.
Oh, look, do you see what that icon means, Tina?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
It means the laptop slide is closed. Okay,
Good
well,
job.
I was going to say maybe that'll be my cringe, but I forgot it was my cringe last week.
Yeah.
Hold on. I definitely need to get this working because I want to add as much incentive as possible to turn your listeners into viewers.
Thank you.
It's
He
true.
gets it.
Yeah, and you've got that luscious hair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I always forget to do this, but pronouns, Josh.
Oh, he's on mute.
Okay,
Let's start with
pronouns,
Abby.
Abby.
I'm a she and a her.
She and a her. Josh. It's one of those things where I'm like, Josh is totally a he, him. And then I'm like, when's the last time I checked that?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Yeah, okay. He, him is totally fine. But, you know, I'm not opposed to rocking with a they, them every once in a while.
I feel the
Okay.
exact same way.
Cool.
Okay. Where are you,
There he
Josh?
is.
There
I'm
he
back.
is.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be so disorienting.
I know, you're in the wrong spot now.
Oh, my God. Our viewers are going to be like, who are these people?
Okay, now that my camera's back on, I just wanted to let you all know that I've got a Bohemian Brewery Amber Lager
Ooh.
Vienna style that I will not be drinking in solidarity.
Wow. With me?
No other reason. And instead, I've prepared my own little cocktail.
Okay. I do love a Vienna lager so much.
And it's
What's your cocktail?
Mountain Dew.
Oh.
You're a big jokester over here.
He picked up the cocktail shaker. There's a Mountain Dew inside.
What flavor of Mountain Dew is that? It looks exotic.
It's a voltage, but it's like the new branding.
Sorry, Abby.
The dramatics. Why didn't we do video sooner? There's so many good shenanigans.
Yes, so
Yeah, because it was like auto frame my video, but then it like really zoomed it in. I was like,
as you were reacting, that's so funny.
Leela, that's happened to you before, right?
Yeah, I turned it off because it was distracting me too much. But sorry, go ahead, Abby. It's gonna do it again though.
Because you don't drink alcohol, Josh. So when you picked up the cocktail shaker, I was like, what is this man doing?
What are you doing?
No, yeah, I have like a whole like cocktail like
oh my
that I don't do anything with because I don't drink.
It looks like chemistry though. It's cool vibes.
Hey, yeah.
It looks like those Etsy. It looks like those Etsy gifts that always recommends you give your dad for Father's Day. It's like it's got wood. Give it to your dad.
I gave my ex-husband one of those sets when he said he wanted to start crafting cocktails, and then it became an ADHD dead hobby that he never touched. And then I was like, great, now I have a full bar.
My water bottle has a science-related sticker on it. It says dihydrogen monoxide. Dihydrogen monoxide containment unit.
Nice.
Which is the scientific name for water, for those of you who are.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go with Christina. What's been cringing you out?
Panic.
Okay, you want me to go to someone else?
Yeah, let's go to somebody else. I've been thinking this whole time.
Abby, what's been cringing you out?
I was told to think about this. I remember what I thought of. Okay, so people who don't know when to be quiet. This is a very specific example that happened to me earlier this week. Working on a research project. And this person who is the least senior on the team is like, hey, why are we not doing something in this way? And after a good, 5-10 minutes of discussion for like a laundry list of reasons of why we're not doing it this way, including that the main like highest up person on the research team doesn't want it done this way. And like, we don't want to do it this way. Everyone, we're all in agreement. She just kind of goes, well, I think I'm gonna like try to do this anyway. And we were all like,
So why even ask? That's so
right. It
annoying.
was like, you want to suggest to the like main head investigator in charge of doing something this way. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And everybody was like, that's not a good idea. She's not going to like it. She's not going to go for it. Please don't. And she was like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. We were like,
Okay.
okay.
You're such a good teammate. I love how committed you are to the team.
Right. And it's like the people who we were in the meeting with are like the one who wrote up the research protocol, the one who, has been doing the, because it's about like, where this is like mid-research study and she wants to change the way that we're doing data collection for the research study. So you're talking to one of the people who wrote the protocol and one of the people who is doing the data collection thus far. And she's like, I think we should change how you're doing it.
No.
No, it's too late for
And it
that.
would put so much more work and inconvenience to other people. And I'm like, you need to stop talking. I just sat there silently because it wasn't my place to say anything. But I got off that meeting and I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Coworker cringe is strong today.
Yeah, very much so.
Ugh. Everyone just be chill and nice and
Yeah.
productive.
Also, my cat is pawing at the door, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ugh, so is mine. I'm just ignoring that bitch because I let her in here for the whole last episode because she keeps doing that. And she was a nightmare. She was like, I have two litter boxes, one's in here, and she was like taking shits. She was like playing with loud things. She was scratching. She tried to sit on top of the computer where the power button is like 4 times.
Scary.
I was like,
So scary.
dude, stop. And then I locked her out and she's like, this is torture and child abuse and
Mama.
someone call CPS.
Lilo.
Cat Protective Services.
Oh. Leela, what has been cringing you out lately?
I'm gonna go with the throwback cringe.
Throwback?
Yeah, this is one Tina knows about and she's gonna pretend she doesn't. So
Is it on my list? I'll mark it off. I keep
No.
track of all of our cringes. Oh, I forgot when I was struggling for a cringe. When I was struggling for my cringe, I forgot that I have a long list for when I forget to come up with a cringe.
For such a moment as this.
Whatever, dude.
I don't believe so. So, I don't think mine's on your list yet.
Okay.
So you know how Facebook be like, hey, remember 17 years ago when you did this thing? And you're like, I thought maybe that died. And then you didn't because you documented on the internet forever.
So true.
So that happened to me on Saturday. I woke up and saw this post. And it basically what had happened was, okay, back in whatever 17 years ago was, I was in high school.
2009.
Oh God. Okay, I was in high school and we were very into the movie Mean Girls, who wasn't? And I was like, what if you guys, me and my two closest besties, what if we made a clique? Like, what if we just made a clique? I don't know. I don't think that's really how cliques happen. Do you know what I mean?
Let's make a click.
Let's make a clique.
Sometimes it is that way.
In the movies, sometimes, but
well, and obviously in real life too. You're doing it right now.
What?
I mean, in your story.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't think, anyway, I said, let's make a clique and we're going to call ourselves the Exclusives with an X and no E.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And just wait, it gets dumber. And my friends too supportively said, yes, Leela, yes, Queen. Also in my life, I went to a performing arts. There's a lot of reasons that this was tolerated and shouldn't have been. I went to a performing arts high school full of people that should have given me a little bullying and instead were Yas Queening me too much. There was no Yas Queen in 2009, but whatever equivalent of that.
We were close, but not yet.
It was happening. And so then my friend Sally, her mom, we got 3 matching purple t-shirts and she sewed ribbon X's and with buttons onto the back of each of our t-shirts. And also matching ribbons on the cuffs of the sleeves. They were really cute. And we wore them to school with jeans. and did a photo shoot. I don't know what poor twink I looped into taking those pictures, but definitely had someone's real camera because it doesn't have that 2009 phone quality.
Yeah.
I think maybe someone took their mom's camera to school or something.
Classic.
And we did
Sometimes
a
kids
photo
had
shoot.
cameras back then. I had a camera in late high
Yeah.
school, a digital
And
camera.
we did a photo shoot. There's evidence. We'll probably share it in the Discord after this, but
I'm putting that shit. I'll put it on the Instagram. I'll blur those other bitches' face out.
yes. We're all going like this with X's, like snaps, and posing in the picture.
If you're not watching this on YouTube, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, get on to the YouTubes. And we would go like this. Exclusives. At the same time, we would say that.
That's
So
awesome.
yes, so that happened. And then I think we made it because I was like, what if someone else asks if they can be in our clique? And we'll go, you can't because we're exclusives. Guess what? No one asked. So I think the moral of the story is some kids need just a little bit of bullying, controversial take.
Yeah, just friends who are
Just a little.
nice / mean enough to be like, not that.
Yes. Enough to be like, hey, that's so embarrassing. Or maybe don't document it on the internet. Proudly,
we definitely
unironically.
need to do we need to do like a Facebook status episode because I've got so many.
Same.
They're
But they're
bad.
quite bad.
They're bad.
So there you go. That's the exclusive on my cringe. Tina, what's been cringing you out lately or in the past?
Well, now I regret going last because mine's like a huge downer, but that's okay. We have a
Okay.
fun episode to come after this. But like, we don't usually talk about like politics on this podcast because Leela and I aren't good at
We're not
that.
equipped. Yeah.
But like the political takes exist within us. And I also usually learn about current events like 45 days after they happen. But just like my mom has been texting me a lot about Iran, about how we have been teaming up with Israel, who is like super not problematic right now. To bomb Iran. And like the trouble there is that my lovely stepfather, not being sarcastic, very awesome guy, is Iranian. So like he's lived here for like 50 years, but like my mom is like not very educated on that stuff. So she just like, he gets to be right about Iran, Anyway, so but the thing is that I don't like that. I don't like that we're doing this.
Sure.
And like my mom, I think could like think for 2 seconds and be like, she probably won't like that. But she's like texting me about it anyway. And I just feel like ever since the 2016 election, we just have this silent truce to never ever bring up politics to each other. And she's just texting me about it for no reason. And I'm like, you actually have to stop texting me because I keep like typing up like angry factual responses about like what's actually happening. And then being like, I'm not going to send this because I don't want to talk about this with you. And then like deleting. And I just wish you would leave me alone.
Yeah. That really sucks. I have a lot of similar issues with my family about Israel and
oh yeah, because you have family in Israel.
I have family that lives there and my family is Jewish and a lot of them are like loudly Zionists. And so it's like really tough because I also like you think that means automatically they must be like really shitty black and white like evil people, but they're not. They're like my awesome family that I love.
You can't ever blame the civilians for like what a government is doing. You know what I mean?
Sure. But it's really sad when you see them buying into this propaganda and becoming so angry and like not like a version of themselves that I recognize.
Yeah.
So, and I feel you. I'm the same way with my family. I'm like, I just don't, they're not educated enough and they don't care to be educated enough to, and that's coming from me, who is like not well informed, but like they're not well informed enough to even like be able to say shit like that to me without me getting mad.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you like not good to they're not good at having a conversation. I'm like, "Mom, what about
Yeah.
these casualties?" And she's like, "Well, I'm just really hopeful that we can get rid of the world's dictators." And I'm like, "Perhaps we should start closer to home if that's going to be something we're worried about." Anyway,
Uh,
sorry for the downer, but that has been creeping me out a lot lately, Mom.
yeah, I like how Josh and Abby were like, my cringe is work, and I was like, my cringe is 2009 clicks, and you were like, my cringe is war.
It's war.
Fair, very
Also,
fair.
my joy is war because I'm editing a novel right now and I'm doing a war scene and it's really good. So
Okay,
I'm
thank
very
you for
Right.
clarifying.
yeah. My joy is war. It's the third book in the Blameless trilogy
Oh, cool.
by E.S. Christensen, this author I've been working with for like 8 years on this trilogy. So I'm third book fantasy. Gotta go to war.
You gotta go to
You
war.
gotta
It's
go to war.
time. We've
Yeah, it's
grown.
time.
Naturally.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Follow her on Instagram to look out for that. Anyway, on to today's subject. What did we decide on, gang? I know the answer.
More Little Lily.
Yeah, Lil Lily part 3.
Absolutely.
No, I've tragically been advised that that's the end of Lil Lily and we've exhausted her source.
That's the end of
That's
any
okay.
recorded...
We're doing reruns.
Well, we did talk about that. Maybe it's, in the 15-year anniversary next year, it'll be like Lil Lily's version,
I think we
comes
should
out.
I think we should play a song and then you have to freestyle over it. You said improv. You're a theater kid. It's called freestyling, you poser.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. Now everyone knows I'm a poser and I'm not a real rapper.
What? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Today
That's
we're
your cringe
talking
for next
about
week.
There you go.
That's your cringe for next week.
Yeah. Today we're talking about Am I the Asshole? Here's an example. I took my 15-year-old sister's song about getting cheated on and rapped over it and made it worse. Am I the asshole?
Wait.
No, I think that person seems cool.
I have something prepared.
Okay, I'm ready.
You have an original?
No, this is just,
Oh, okay.
I made a soundboard for this episode.
Oh my
Okay, make
God.
sure your Zoom. Oh, hold on. Do it again.
Asshole.
Do it again.
Asshole.
Okay.
Oh my God. Get you a guest that brings their own soundboard. That's awesome.
Can you add a fart sound to that? I like the idea of fart and then asshole.
You didn't ask if
Maybe.
there already was one.
Okay, you're right. Just kidding.
So
Knowing Josh, there's
Am
definitely
I the
a part-
asshole for asking our guests to add an additional sound to the soundboard that we didn't ask them to bring on halfway through the episode?
classic YTA.
Asshole.
Nice.
I'm just really excited to say asshole a lot of times on this episode
Asshole.
because what is an asshole if not the most graceful part of the body?
Graceful. Well, sphincter is elegant for
I
sure.
don't like that. Don't say am I the sphincter.
What are we if not a series of sphincters?
external anal sphincter or internal anal sphincter?
Oh, I don't know as much as Abby does about buttholes.
That's true. Brag, Abby.
I have a slight advantage.
So I love the word asshole. I feel like it's one of those that I still only use in specific cases and I mean it. Unlike bitch, I'll say bitch to anyone. But like asshole, I say when there's like a specific kind of conduct happening. What do you guys think about the word asshole in general?
I think it's great. I think we should use it more. I think it's a really strong word that sometimes like you're just an asshole. Like sometimes you're just being an asshole. I think
Yeah.
like bitch has been reclaimed by femmes as, you know, a loving term many of the time.
And when
Same
you're
with
not
cunt.
And when you're not using it lovingly, it has a certain connotation.
I
And
agree.
sometimes you're just being, I mean, our gal
like, are
pals,
you
Leela, sometimes
sexist?
they're just being an asshole.
Yes. And so I like asshole. Asshole is gender neutral, okay? So there you go.
Asshole was
I'm
my first ever swear.
Ooh.
And I like-
Wow.
You remember.
That's a strong
Yeah,
one.
it actually,
That's really nice.
I was reminded of it because, Leela, of your exclusive click. I tried to start an anti-bullying club
Oh,
in elementary school.
Wow.
You
But
could have protected exclusive from being bullied. That's really sweet, Josh.
I like
really
because
sweet.
in elementary school they said like no clubs allowed specifically to prevent bullying. And I was like, well, what if we start a club that's against bullying? And it's like the point was anybody can join. There's like no rules. And all it was we would go out to recess and we would spin a broom, and then whoever the broom was pointing at would be the leader, and then it would be follow the leader, and they would just walk and everybody else would follow them in a line. And it's like, and anyone can join. But because I started a club and clubs were against the rules, someone went and told the principal, and I got sent to the principal's office. And I was so mad, and I was like, I'm gonna say a swear word at that guy. And I had to think about the best swear word, and I was like, it's my first swear word, so what's it gonna be? It has to be perfect. And I decided that it was gonna be asshole. So then the next day I went up to him and I was like, you're an asshole. And then and then I cried because I felt so bad about myself.
That might be like the purest story I've ever heard in my life.
I think that's just a summary of who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not the worst trouble I got in when I was in elementary school, but that's a story for another day.
Oh my God, I'm trying to remember what episode of Bob's Burgers it is. Sorry that I'm like this, but I just remember regular size Rudy is like, he's doing something crazy. He's going off like a 2-inch high like bike ramp or something, and he just is like, oh, I thought I was gonna swear, but it didn't come out.
Yeah, you do have real regular size Rudy energy. Complimentary.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that bitch and asshole are both gender neutral. And
I agree, but they have different connotations.
They do. Oh, absolutely. But no matter your gender, if you are acting like a bitch, I'm going to call you one. And if you are acting like an asshole, I'm going to call you one. And I think that there's a time and place where every single person can act like those things. And so
for sure,
if you're being one, I'm going to call you that. And I think that, but I think bitch, I love the reclaiming. And there are definitely times where I'll use it lovingly, but also if there's like a cis man who I think is being a bitch,
a total bitch,
I'm going to tell him he's being a bitch.
Yeah. I like asshole. So for me, asshole, I'm always I always mean it. Like, it's not like when you're like, bitch, like it's just like, I so don't mean that. Asshole, I always mean it. Even if I'm joking, even if I'm teasing, I still mean it. And then from asshole, I really love the escalation to jackass. And I never, ever call someone a jackass unless I am being deadly serious. Like if I call you a jackass, you need to check your fucking conduct, dude.
I think asshole is the most serious that I go. Like if I call Jason an asshole, he like gets kind of mad at me and then like has to kind of also rethink about his whole life. He's like, what have I done to become an asshole? You know?
But, am I the asshole?
Oh my God. Great segue.
Am I the asshole? The Guardian calls this the defining question of our age. And I love that. I read a lot about Am I the Asshole today, and I think that like people generally enjoy, first of all, that people are asking themselves, am I the asshole? The fact that like this question as like a chunk of words is in the lexicon, and it leads people to ask of themselves, am I the asshole? We love that. And then also additionally that there's this like really awesome, very regulated online community where you can come get honest feedback, often very non-judgmental, about if you are being the asshole. We love that for our generation. So am I the asshole? AITA, not to be confused with ANTM.
Yeah.
America's Next Top Model. Started as a Reddit subreddit.
Yes.
I'm too old. Started as a subreddit. Am I the asshole? People come to post about their real lived conflicts, questions, conundrums, and to get like the general public's opinion. You're not generally allowed, like by the rules of conduct in that subreddit, to be like, I'm beating my wife. Am I the asshole? Yeah, you are. Don't come here. You're not. In the rules, you're actually really not supposed to talk about relationships that much, like romantic relationships. You're not allowed to ask about cheating, stuff like that. But it's really about like more nuanced intrapersonal scenarios. This subreddit was created in 2013 by photographer and dog rescuer Mark Bolak,
Oh,
aka U slash Fligner. It looks like Imgur. Do you guys remember Imgur? Imgur?
oh
No,
yeah.
Imgur.
is it really? It's like image.
I was just an
Imgur.
imager. I don't know.
Classic
I don't know. I
GIF
always thought it was
situation.
Imgur. I don't know.
Imgur. Okay, we don't know. But this guy basically, he was having like, do you guys know this origin story?
No,
No.
tell us.
It's internet history. He was having this interpersonal conflict at work at his office. He wanted to know if he had been mansplaining to his female coworkers about the temperature in their office. Now, the that's what the literature says. By literature, I mean Wikipedia. Mansplaining wasn't really in the lexicon in 2013 yet, but
I was about to ask that. Like, that seems
that's
like
how
way
they
too early
describe
for
it now.
mansplaining.
Yeah, and I also don't think this is a good example of mansplaining. But
Actually, mansplaining didn't exist in 2013. That is actually a much more.
Actually,
so this guy basically, like, tale as old as time. It was summer and it was like a very professional office setting, and the men were wearing suits and the women were wearing sundresses. And women's bodies run a little colder than men, and they also are basically naked. I mean, a sundress is professional, but like you are also basically naked, you know, like everything, the air's flowing everywhere versus being in a fucking suit. No one should have to wear a suit in an office. Anyway, so they were arguing, the women of the office were arguing with the men of the office about what temperature to keep the thermostat at. And as a woman, I would have been livid. Like, do not make me cold at work. I already have to be here.
yeah,
Wear
that's
something
miserable.
less dumb. I mean, don't get me started on office place dress codes. So he like tried posting this query in a couple subreddits and got like denied from posting this query. So he made himself his own subreddit for this question called "Am I the asshole?" in which he asked, "I want it to be a little colder in my office. Am I the asshole?" Now, for starters, what do y'all think? Do you think he's the asshole for wanting the temperature to be lower to accommodate his three-piece suit? I probably not three-piece. I don't know why I said that. Probably two pieces.
I would need more information, because if it's like, am I the asshole for just wanting it to be colder? Not necessarily. But then it's like, to what lengths is he going to,
Right.
like,
To what lengths?
to make it so that his opinion's the only one that matters
I
to,
will say just off the bat, I would say no, because I am actually I am a woman who runs warmer, and I gotta say, like, there's ways to make yourself warmer. You can use most women in chilly office spaces, because they do run cold, will use a space heater, or they have blankets or extra, or like a sweater. Um, I think it's easier to, as someone who's been in this situation, it's a lot easier to appropriately warm yourself than it is to appropriately cool yourself.
That is exactly this user's argument.
Wow. Didn't
I
even
think
know.
that if he's like like making reasonable accommodations to, like, wear short sleeves and stuff like that, and then he's still really
Yeah.
warm, also, is he like willing to, like, if the women in the office are like, we want it at 60, we want it at 75, and he's like, it must be 68, like, can we do a compromise at 72? Right? Like, there's got to be some level of, if it's my way or the highway, like, no. But if we can compromise and be like, hey, this is something, because yeah, you can put on layers, you can't take off your skin.
Yeah.
And we all need to recognize that we're all in a shared space and be mindful of that.
Yeah. I think part of the trouble here is that because of the nature of like the suits, the many men in suits, I get the picture that this is a fancy dress workplace. So I doubt that the men are allowed to like be in a short sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
And obviously we're using gender terms very generally, office style here. But also as a woman, I wouldn't want to be covered in blankets and stuff. If it's like July, I'm wearing a sundress, you know? So I'm teamly. YTA, because I want that office warmer because I'm very uncomfortable in cold temperatures, especially when I'm just sitting. That's how I feel. So
All right.
that's just me though. Any other thoughts about this AITA?
What was the consensus?
Oh yeah.
The consensus was well, first of all, I cannot find the original post. It's like not in its full text online. I think that I didn't write it down, but if I remember correctly, I think the consensus was YTA. You're the asshole. Let me see.
Oh, you're like YTA. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay,
Like
so
that's
that's a bit
passive.
of I am I the asshole started as this one post and it's developed into this like community with its own like code of conduct and its own like abbreviations. So we got YTA, you're the asshole, NTA, not the asshole. There's also NAH, no assholes here, or ESH, everyone sucks here. And I love those. Sometimes
One
everyone sucks.
One that I see a lot in the same subreddit, or I did as I did my research for this episode, is WIBTA, which seems very unnecessary. Would I be the asshole? So I guess that's more of a hypothetical
Oh, if I do
question.
this.
But you could also just say, am I the asshole for wanting to blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean? So
Mm.
sometimes I feel like these people are just doing the most.
Yeah, I also see MBTA, which is like, I need more information. You might be the asshole.
Might be the asshole. Okay.
Yeah. Um, so these days, the Am I the Asshole subreddit has 3.1 million potential assholes, as they're called, as well as 92K right now, judging you right now.
Okay.
Um,
I'm definitely a
So you're saying
potential
there's
asshole.
92,000 people currently online,
yeah.
like active in that subreddit right now.
Yes, I suppose.
Let's ask them something.
Am I the asshole for covering this on my podcast where we roast stuff?
Am I the asshole for roasting? Am I the asshole on?
Should you just make something up?
Well, that's actually a big part of the moderator. So there's a moderator team, 18 men and women. Okay, 18 people. Sorry, I'm just reading. Between the ages of 18 and 50 who review the 850 threads the sub receives daily, deleting content that violates their policy. And they have a big problem with fake posts. And if
Okay.
you spend enough time on the Am I the Asshole subreddit, which I totally chill there, because they're like interesting reads. And then
Yeah.
you have it's really nice to be like, am I thinking correctly about this? And then you like read the responses and everyone's saying the same thing as you. And you're like, yeah, I was right about that. Or on the other side, you get some new thoughts and you're like, oh, I didn't see it that way. That's interesting too.
Yeah.
But they do have a big problem with fake posts, quote, probably more than we'd all hope for. The threshold for removing these posts is high, and when deciding if a story is beyond a reasonable doubt, the mods ask themselves if the behavior exhibited seems particularly bizarre or too idiotic to be believed. Or in internet speak, would a Florida man do it?
Funny.
So that is how they decide
roll.
what's fake and what's not, and still a lot of stuff gets posted. You'll see a lot of like, this is definitely fake, or sometimes it's like, please be fake, you know.
Yeah, or
Please be
like I
satire.
recognize this, or I've seen this before. Reddit is tricky in that way. I mean, as a former slash future hoe, I like definitely I used to love the Gone Wild subreddit. It's a great positive way to get validation immediately, and it used to be really easy to just post on
What, you
there.
post like tip pic and then
Yeah.
you get
And then
validation? Okay.
people are like, "You're my dream girl, goddess," blah 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 blah. You know,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
some being be like, "What's wrong with your left nipple?" You know, like it's done. No one's like, oh, you know, weird face. But yeah, you should probably keep your face out of this. But the problem with it now is like, it's not a problem. It's probably a good thing. But the moderators are so intense that if you want to post on that at all, you have to. There's so much they make you do. They make you do like, hey, this is me holding this is the day and time, and this is my name, like a piece of paper, like a
Yeah.
picture of you holding that. And you have to post a picture of your full body naked. And that's like not what I go on there for. I just go there to post tit pics. I don't need everyone to see like my entire naked body. And
Yeah, judge my tits, not my
not
cooch.
my
That's not for
cooch.
judging.
Yeah, and also that's not my best quadrant, okay?
That's for my husband, my gynecologist, and God.
Oh God.
Sorry,
That's what
And
I'm always saying.
that is from America's Next Top Model when a
oh
Christian girl
yeah.
had to get a bikini wax.
Because it's only my gynecologist has seen that, and I give him crap.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it's tough. I mean, it's so the stuff is very well moderated and definitely for a reason. It definitely keeps the quality up in general and on
Yeah.
Reddit. Probably avoids a lot of like AI posts and bots and things like that too. But yeah, for that reason, I think we are not going to be able to use this as a live experiment. Oh, and Abby's gone.
What do you mean a live experiment?
Like we can't just type one and try to post it right now. It might take like hours to get approved. It probably won't get approved. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. And I wouldn't want to fuck with the integrity of the community either, you know? Like
Agreed.
I'm trying to remember if I've ever posted Am I the Asshole? I don't think I have. I like to think that I know when I'm being an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have any of you ever posted in a community like this asking for like the general public's opinion, even if it wasn't AITA? Like, well, yes, Josh.
No, it's not Am I the Asshole? It was the r/Utah Jazz. And I just asked a question because I'm a big Utah fan. I don't know if any of you
Just like the state?
might be aware of that. Yeah, I'm born and raised in Utah. I feel like I'm talking about Utah way too much in the Discord. But anyway, I'm a big fan of like the sports.
State.
Yes, that's the whole thing. The great state as far as the mountains go, and the Red Rocks in southern Utah go. But anyways, I do like the Utah Jazz, and but I'm not super knowledgeable about like the business side or like the meta strategy of like the NBA, about like how trades work, about how like salary caps work, about like all these deals and like what's beneficial. And so I asked a question where I simply said like I like watching games, but I don't know very much about like the business side of like team management. So please explain this to me simply. Like in the past couple years, like the Jazz have been like in this rebuild era. Sorry to make this like
that's a band.
Sports.
That's no, I mean, that's a sports team's
sports,
name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Utah Jazz.
I thought you were talking
Utah,
about like
famous
Mormon
for its-
jazz or something.
famous for its jazz ensembles.
Okay.
No, so I sorry to make this like super sports heavy all of a sudden, but
That's
I was
okay.
like,
You have 30
we can
seconds.
tolerate
like
it.
the last couple seasons, the Utah team has been in this big rebuild. They've traded away all their good players, and they're collecting like draft assets and things. And it seems like every year during the offseason and during the trade deadline, there's a series of deals where a good player that's like well known that I've heard of, like Russell Westbrook, for example, gets traded to Utah and then immediately waived and then signs with someone else. And so it's like I've heard a little bit about like how this is like a draft cap or a salary cap thing. So I just asked people like, can you explain to me like how this benefits Utah? Like, why is Utah willing to make these types of deals to like get a good player, but then immediately waive them and have them go somewhere else? Like, what are they getting out of it? And everyone like immediately was just like roasting me about because I didn't know anything. And it's like, I specifically said, I don't know anything. Please explain this to me simply.
The only way to learn more is to ask questions, idiot.
Yeah.
And the main thing was because I said like, I've noticed that in the past seasons that Utah does this where they will acquire a good player and then immediately waive them. And apparently like that week there was a player that had been signed and waived, and everybody hates that player. And they thought that I was specifically calling that player a good player, and they had an issue with that.
Everyone
and it's like, I've never even heard of that. Like they're all like, oh, you're calling Lonzo Ball a good player? Like, fuck you. And I was like, I've never even heard of this guy. Like,
there's definitely a reading comprehension problem writ large in online spaces, and people are really hasty to jump down someone's throat because they can't read good.
Yeah.
Abby, have you ever had a big post in like a subreddit or anything?
I'm a lurker.
Lurks.
I am Yeah, no, I lurk and I read things and I'm like, that's
Yeah,
an
I feel
inside
you.
thought. Um, some things that people post just in general, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I find it just so amusing. So, but I'm not, I think I'm too nervous to put my
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
out there like that. Not that Josh was really putting his life out there, but in
Apparently he
the,
was by accident.
well, right. But in the like the am I the asshole way, I'm gonna put that in group chats to my to friends. And be like,
Mm-mm.
please tell me that I'm not crazy. Um, so
Leila, have you ever posted?
Yeah, I mean, on generally on Reddit, yeah. I created different accounts and then like did like tit pics before.
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot you
used to
said
be
the
able
tit
to.
pics.
And then I also took I back in the day when like in college, I was really into Reddit, and so I posted a lot. But as the moderators have gotten more and more strict, I've gotten equally lazy, and I'm just like I don't care anymore. I'm just lurking. I'm a lurking and I'm a liking. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm also a lurker. I just opened my Reddit account to see what I've posted in my life on Reddit. There's 4 posts. Three of them are in r/RVA, which is Richmond, Virginia, where I live. Where to trade gold jewelry, where to buy sample size local coffee, and where to donate crocheted hats. And then I
Very
also
sweet.
asked for help in r/lucky bamboo with my lucky bamboo.
Oh, I just saw that I opened it and well, when I opened it on my phone, it still opens to one of my like dead accounts that I did for it just if you can bleep it out, but I'll tell you guys. I think it was like
Don't do
our
that. No, don't.
why? It's
Because I post the
funny.
videos unedited.
Oh shit, never mind. Well, let's get into it. Did anybody bring examples? I want to get into
I
the
did.
sauce. I also did.
I have one good example and I would love to all come to a consensus. Consensus. Have you guys seen the new Percy Jackson?
Nar.
No,
Grover has a song about seeking consensus with friends and I just really relate to it.
that's really cute.
Thank you. The Grover's really cute. All right, Abby, let's hear it.
Okay, I searched long for one that I thought was um interesting, funny, and had like talking points. So
Okay.
this one has a lot going on.
Okay.
Okay. So am I the asshole for not telling a high school friend of my dad's that I ran into that he died? Is
Okay.
the title.
Okay.
Basically, I went to pick up a prescription and the pharmacist almost immediately asked me if I was my dad's kid. I don't think we really look alike. Me and my dad, or I don't think we've met before, but me and my dad just really look alike. So, of course, I was like, yeah. Then she asked a bunch of questions about what he was up to these days and talked about how they used to be friends in high school. For some reason, I just made stuff up instead of being like, well, actually, he died a few years ago. Because one, I was truly the sickest I've ever been in my life while picking up these prescriptions.
Oh
I
my
had
God,
strep
yeah.
and mono.
Fuck.
Two, me and my dad had a really complicated relationship, so the whole sorry for your loss ritual doesn't feel fitting. And it was like 8
Mm.
a.m. So overall, I was in a weird mood and I didn't want to deal with that. So she was like, oh, tell him I say hi. And I was like, I will. And I assumed that would be the end of it. But then today, I see that she had message requested me on Facebook, basically saying that I really ruined her day by lying because she went to find him to reach out and found out that he was dead, and how I should never do that to anyone ever again because it was so cruel. Which, like, I do feel bad and she's maybe right, but also, I've never heard about or met this lady in my whole life, so clearly they weren't all that close. So I think for her to say that I ruined her day was a little dramatic. So, am I the asshole? Should I apologize?
Oh my God. Okay, Josh, you seem passionate.
There's
No, I'm
so
just
much going on here.
exclusive. Like I
Oh.
wasn't paying attention, but no, I like you don't owe anyone else your grief, right? Like
Totally.
especially like if you've never met them, you're like in public, you don't like want to make a thing about it, like that's fine. Uh, I think like that lady finding out that the dad was dead and then reaching back out to like the daughter to
That's
be like, you
fucked.
suck.
Yeah.
That is asshole
That's
behavior.
asshole behavior. Yeah, Lilo, what do you think?
I agree that that's asshole behavior. I think that you're right, Abby. This is kind of a, not, it's kind of a complex one because it's also, it also is weird to lie about. I would have just been, a lot of time, the conversation probably would have been much shorter if she was just like, yeah, he died. And because then usually people are like, oh shit, sorry. Like, and then she would have said like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And like, yeah, that doesn't feel genuine. But how does that feel less genuine than lying and saying your dad's still alive and you have a good relationship with them? I think that's weird. I don't know. I think that the lady had asshole behavior, but I also think that that was really weird
A classic
for her
everyone
to
sucks
do.
here.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Does it say specifically that she was providing information that led her to believe that she was still alive? I just got it to say that she just omitted and was just like, oh yeah, tell your dad hi for me. And she was just like,
No,
okay, and then bye.
She said she made up details.
Oh,
That's weird, right?
that is weird.
She asked a bunch of questions about what he was up to these days and talked about how they used to be friends in high school. For some reason, I just made stuff up instead of being like, well, he died a few years ago.
Like, yeah, actually, my dad and I grabbed tacos last week, and he told me all about you.
Yeah.
Here's what I would do. Okay, well, okay, a couple.
My dad actually never stopped loving you.
Yeah.
That would be awesome and serious asshole conduct. Okay, so this is an interaction between the pharmacist and a customer at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
A customer at the pharmacy.
Oh, I missed that. I thought it was like someone behind her in line at the pharmacy or something.
No, customer at the pharmacy, it's 8 a.m. And this person is picking up their prescription because they have strep and mono at the same time.
Okay.
And the pharmacist is like, oh my God, how's your dad?
Here's what I would do. Okay, so you're a little bit held captive because the pharmacist is, I guess, like ringing you up for your prescription.
Sure.
Right? So the pharmacist is ringing you up, says, oh my gosh, how's your dad? You say, that's actually a really funny story. I'll tell you as soon as you finish ringing me up. And you swipe your HSA card because you're financially smart. And then you take your bag and you say, he died. And then you walk away.
Hilarious. That's a great punchline. It's so funny. I'll tell you right after this because break.
I definitely agree with Josh that I mean, you don't owe anyone your grief. And especially when you're sick, like if you say like, hello, how are you? I'm like double middle fingers.
I'm like
get
not
out
well.
of my face. Yeah, I'm really bad.
Sometimes I like walk in when I'm feeling that way, and like the employee who's like specifically assigned to like stand by the entrance and like greet people and ask them, they're just like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, no thanks. Just
thank you.
I'm just like, it's okay, like I'll be on my way, thank you.
If you're there for strep, you can be like, oh, the laryngitis like just hit and I can't talk. I can't talk. Sorry.
I would be like super contagious, you know? And that's not a lie.
Okay,
I think
very
there is
good
a bit of wisdom though, that like if she actually was the pharmacist, you probably should go to good lengths to avoid getting on the wrong side of the person that does your drugs.
That's true. And especially if that's your regular pharmacy.
Yeah. Don't piss off your drug dealer. I'm always saying this.
So true.
So naturally I went to the comments.
Okay, yeah.
And some of these are really good. So there's an absolute, so I wanted to look for one that wasn't like a straight, like when I was looking for one, I definitely didn't. So I didn't want one that was like, oh my God,
very obvious.
Either totally you're not the asshole or totally, you're the asshole. So there was a mix. And some people were like, I guess you weren't at your best, but a simple, unfortunately he passed away. It like making is, would have like, probably should have just done that. Making stuff up about him like he's still alive is like kind of odd. And so that's why people were like, you're the asshole. Some people were like, not the asshole for very similar things to what Josh was saying. However, there were some everyone sucks here. My favorite comment though was message her back and pretend you didn't know he died.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's really
I didn't think about that.
Somebody responded, holy shit, that's diabolical. And I was like, I think that comment alone sealed the deal that I was going to bring this, because I'm like, that truly, yeah, I think that, but this other person who, the person who said that, the message her back and pretend you didn't know he died, then followed up and replied and said, perhaps it's diabolical, but also centering yourself in a random person's loss of a family member when you weren't even that good of friends with them to not already know that they had passed.
Yeah.
And then to center yourself in all of that is pretty diabolical. Like if I were in her shoes, I'd probably think, oh, damn, that's sad. The poor kid probably didn't feel comfortable talking about it with a total stranger. I hope he's okay. Not, how dare he? I'm going to chew him out for tricking me.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like
definitely agree that the biggest asshole in this situation is her.
Definitely.
Or the pharmacist.
Absolutely.
Sorry, what were
Yeah,
you saying,
I
Layla?
also feel a little weird that the pharmacist like went and found the person on Facebook because obviously like there was no HIPAA violation that occurred because no sharing of medical information occurred, but it also feels like ethically a little
Yeah, it does feel
weird
weird.
to
Yeah.
me.
It's different to be like, oh, I met this person at a party who was really nice to me and they're friends with Leela, so I'm gonna go look at Leela's friends and find this person. Like that's totally different than like I'm at work and this is about somebody's dead dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's
Who's
what I brought
next?
to the table.
Josh, did you bring the one?
I did not. So now I'm
Okay.
going
Oh.
to ask, am I the asshole for not bringing an am I the asshole to the
No,
am I
because-
the
No,
asshole
we did not
recording?
give you clear instructions.
And like
Okay.
I think I definitely brought some options, so
Cool.
we can have
I was
another
quickly scrolling and I would just like jump in and I would go right to the comments without reading it to see if the majority were saying you're
Yes.
the asshole or not the asshole.
Mhm.
And I can't find any where people are saying you're the asshole. And I think those would be really
fun
fun
ones.
to read.
There is a bot in the subreddit now that puts at the top the consensus after
That's
24
nice.
hours. Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Oh.
I have one. I hate when people do AITAH. Asshole's
Yeah.
one word. And this is classic am I the asshole parlance as well. So I 22 female and my boyfriend 23 male, right? Age and gender. So I and my boyfriend were going to dinner in a restaurant that he works at as a pastry chef. I ordered a Caesar tortilla and after 45 minutes of waiting received a Caesar salad. I said to him, that's not what I have ordered. And he told me to wait and that he will go to the kitchen and make me a tortilla. After a few minutes, he came back with the plate. It was just the previously made salad stuffed in the tortilla. The crispy breadcrumbs from the salad were inside. I told him that I am not going to eat that because that is not what I ordered. He told me that's basically the same thing and that I should just eat it, but it's not the same thing. I especially wanted the tortilla because of the crispy bacon and the cheese that melts inside, but in the salad there were just thin slices I don't even like the taste of. He told me that the kitchen will close soon. When I ordered, it was 9 p.m. The kitchen closes at 11 and the restaurant at 12, and that I should just eat it because I was complaining for the last 3 to 4 hours that I am starving. I told him that that is not the point and that we can just go somewhere else to eat. He ended up telling his colleague, the waitress, to take it off the bill and we went to a fast food place to eat. He ended up being mad because I caused a scene and made him ashamed in front of his colleagues. Mind you, I am the quiet type, so I have just told him that I won't eat that and then he talked to his colleague. So am I the asshole for not just eating something that I didn't order?
No.
I love this one.
Go ahead,
I
Josh.
don't think. Wait, so is it the sorry
Girl narrator.
girlfriend was
Girl
the
narrator, boyfriend.
Okay, so
at
she
the restaurant.
was not necessarily the asshole in the situation, but the way that she like wrote it went like into way too long, way too many details, like way too like da 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 da. That feels asshole to me.
I love like how many words there were in this where it like just says what happened in the title, which is why
Like-
I didn't read the title.
The salad only has the small strips that I don't even really like the taste of. Any like that asshole. Like
I disagree. I think that those details are important because that distinguishes why she wouldn't just eat. Because, I mean, as a reader, you are thinking, okay, Caesar salad, Caesar wrap. If it's the exact same ingredients in there, then yeah, just don't be a little brat and just eat it.
Mm,
But if she specifically wants that thing because it's different than the salad and it has different ingredients in it, then yeah, that's not what she ordered.
hmm.
I am very non-confrontational and also probably would have just eaten it, but I would like to be less so. I would like to be more confrontational. And I don't think she's the asshole. I think that he's
Okay.
the asshole for putting his shy girlfriend on blast and embarrassing her.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think also if she's paying for it,
I can't tell.
like
So is this is his restaurant or he works at this restaurant? I mean, he went into the kitchen and
He's
made
the
it.
pastry chef.
Okay. Okay.
So he's like
but then
not a cook. He's not on the wait staff. He's like a separate, like slightly glorified kind of chef.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
then it said like take it off the bill. So if we're assuming that she is paying for this and she ordered it and she's paying for it and she says this is not what I ordered, like she has the right to say to the person in a kind manner that she would like what she is paying for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that the boyfriend is like ashamed and upset, like yes, she's the girlfriend, but she's also a customer.
Yeah. On the
And
flip
he
side,
wouldn't,
the highest like what upvoted comment is I work at a restaurant and if a significant other friend or family of someone who works here would come in, it's the highest priority to me to get them the food correctly and on time. It's like a VIP
Hmm.
customer.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that mentality.
Me too. I don't think that's necessarily true in all restaurants based on my experience, but I do
I
love
was
that
just about to
mentality.
say, so we don't have the boyfriend side of the story. It's not that I think that the girlfriend's the asshole, but I've worked in some nightmare restaurant where asking a single question was grounds for getting screamed at.
Yep.
And I would have been terrified to ask the kitchen to remake something so that my like boyfriend could have what they ordered because they could be real nasty.
And it sounds like he was because he didn't ask them to remake it.
Yeah. So I definitely don't think she's the asshole, but I think there might be more going on here.
Yeah, like I was just like teasing about like when I was like talking about that, but to that point, I do think that like there is like this dynamic though that where you're like if it's like specifically like relationship or like you're in an argument, it feels like when you're if you're going to make like a long-winded post about this, you're seeking that like justification so that you can go show that person, see thousands of people say that
Mm.
I'm right and you're wrong.
I have
And
seen like edited. I showed him this. He apologized. Like I've totally seen that.
and I
Yeah.
feel like to a great extent, like if you are seeking strangers like involvement in interpersonal like conflict resolution, that is like some legit asshole behavior. But like as far as like the within the
Interesting.
confines of that situation, she wasn't the asshole.
I don't know. I think this can, I know what you mean, but I think this is like if you're a part of this community, that it's no more of am I the asshole than like, I mean, like I know you guys. I mean, I know you very well, Tina, and I know you like, but I know you guys. I don't really know you guys. So, like, what if I put something super personal in the Discord for a bunch of people that are like acquaintances and ask for their opinion? Is it really that different? Like, if it's a space that's a community I feel comfortable in, and I'm asking,
Yeah.
and sometimes you kind of need that unbiased opinion more
That's
so
exactly what I was
than
going to say. Asking friends is totally
it's
different
different.
than asking strangers.
Yeah,
You
Mhm.
will get
yeah,
much more honesty from strangers.
yes,
but also you're posting like the posts in Am I the Asshole? Like I'm very aware that they are biased. They're gonna not include things that don't make them look good because there's also a
Yeah.
level of validation of
mm,
like they want and I was also when I was scrolling through, there's so many that are not the asshole posts. And I
Mm.
think that's almost the validation of like you want validation that you're right. Um
hmm
Yeah.
and so
The I'm also in a subreddit called Am I Overreacting? And
Oh,
that
I
one
like
is
that
not
one.
nearly as highly moderated as Am I the Asshole? So there's a lot of like, yeah, like my husband hits me every day. Am I overreacting if I'm thinking of leaving? And it's like I what obviously not. What? What? You
Yeah.
take this offline. Um so yeah, there's no so. I don't know why I said that.
Okay. All
All right,
right.
Leela, what's
We ready?
yours?
All right. I have two. I'm going to ask you which one you would prefer that I read out of
Well,
these
I
two?
have I have a second one. If you want to do both, we can
Okay.
both.
All right.
Abby, do
I'll
you have a couple more or?
I do, but I'll send them to Josh and let him decide so he can read them.
Oh,
Oh, that's
great.
so nice
Okay.
of
I
you.
love it. See, I'm her sidekick.
Yeah, you are kind of proving the point, Abby. All right, so this one is, am I the asshole for telling my coworker the office prank wasn't funny and refusing to participate?
Oh, that one's recent. I saw it too.
Okay, well, pretend you didn't see it.
No, I did.
Uh,
It's cool. I don't remember the details.
okay. Um, all right. I, 23 male, work in a small office. We're the type that celebrates birthdays with supermarket cake and a card everyone signs. There's this guy on our team, mid-30s male, who loves banter. And the way he said that makes me think this is British. Banter. Um, he's not malicious, but he pushes things. Last week it was my birthday. I don't like big attention, but whatever. I came in and my desk was completely wrapped in tinfoil, like The Office, like Dwight Jim style. Keyboard, mouse, chair, monitor, even my water bottle. Everyone was
That's
laughing.
hilarious.
Someone filmed my reaction.
Okay,
I
well,
smiled
that's a bridge too
at
far.
I smiled at first because I assumed it was light and harmless. Then I realized they'd also changed my desktop background to an old LinkedIn photo of me that I hate, like zoomed in, slightly distorted, and they printed it and taped it to the wall behind my desk. Everyone
This is a great prank.
Everyone was watching me. I just stopped smiling. I said, "Can we not do this?" The banter guy said, "Oh, come on. It's your special day. Take a joke." I said I didn't find it funny and I started unwrapping everything quietly. No yelling, no swearing, just not playing along. The mood got weird fast. Later, my manager pulled me aside and said I killed the vibe and that it was meant to be team bonding. Apparently, they spent their lunch setting it up. Now, some people are acting awkward around me. One said I could have just laughed and moved on. Another said I made it uncomfortable by being serious. Here's my thing. If I had fake cry laughed and pretended it was hilarious, I'd be rewarding it. And I genuinely felt embarrassed being filmed while everyone waited for a reaction. I didn't insult anyone. I didn't storm out. I just didn't perform gratitude for something I didn't enjoy. Am I the asshole for refusing to play along?
I think this is a classic. Everybody sucks here.
Yeah. More details?
I love that prank. I
do
can't,
too.
I'm like, so funny.
I don't like pranks. I
But
like
that's not like a real prank, Leela. Like you think something's terrible's happened to you, or like
But-
you broke something. It's just
but
like
it's your coworkers that don't. If it's like my coworkers that I'm not that close to and they're like printing out unflattering pictures of me and like posting them everywhere. It's different when it's like my funny friends and we're like, do we do like that sounds funny? If I especially this person says they don't like a lot of attention and they're like shy and somebody like it's not like they're the class clown and like would appreciate something like this. It's weird that this is what they chose to do for this person's birthday, I feel. Now, the best way to react when something like this happens to you, because people prank me a lot because I'm gullible historically, is to lightly laugh and move on.
That's the thing. If you don't like attention being drawn to you, just act the way everyone expects you to for fucking 1 second, and then it'll be over.
And listen, it sucks. Like, I totally get like boundaries are important and it sucks having to be performative when that's not how you're genuinely feeling. I understand. But you have to try to like understand social rules, especially in an office setting like this, where you are stuck with these people in person like every day. And so while I don't think that it was appropriate for this particular person for them to do this prank, they should have just said, ha ha ha, how clever. This is so funny. And then like moved on. Because I think it probably would have been dropped from there.
And there's definitely like steps that you could take to prevent like if that really like made you super uncomfortable, then yeah, like you can just like try to move past it, move on, do a simple laugh, and then maybe talk to the manager or someone and just let them like know, hey, that was actually made me really uncomfortable. Like, is there some way that we can like talk about this or like, to prevent like something like that from happening on your birthday next year. You know.
One of the top comments is, I'd like to ask her boss who gave the prankster access to her computer to change her settings. Because you can't change a desktop background without having login access, and that's not appropriate. You famously should not have access. Why does the boss even know what the password is?
Sometimes there's like admin access if there's like maybe like an IT guy on site. He perhaps could have done that.
And it's a small company, so you know.
Yeah. When I worked at my former employer, which had a staff of 5 people, my boss totally just went on my computer whenever he wanted because it was just some shitty little company. My password was like beep boop boop, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he made us all give him our passwords so that he could access our computers.
That's not cool. I don't like the idea. This sounds like a little bit like bullying. I'm just gonna say this as somebody who dislikes pranks, and like if I was a much younger, I would have probably cried. Because I don't like people especially when I was younger, I really don't like people when it feels like people are making fun of me. I really don't like it. And this person was 23 years old and already like seems like a shy person who doesn't like attention. So to me, it's coming off as like, oh, this guy who never says anything. Let's like do something big and draw a bunch of attention to him. Oh, and it's like, it's not the move. I don't know. I think it's hard sometimes as like big extroverts. As an onlooker, sounds hilarious, right? But like you have to kind of put yourself in this person's shoes and think about like what the implications kind of are there.
I think we're learning here that it's a lot about perspective and perhaps who in the post you identify most with.
Yeah. Tina identifies with the bullies. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I love that prank. I'm like, great idea. Let's do it right now.
Again,
I just keep getting more pro bullying as I get older.
I mean, I think we all do. We all need a little, but I think that guy who was like, I freaked out for the manager to pull him aside and say that killed the vibe. I'm like, it's my birthday. What are you talking about?
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Okay. All right.
Good one. Good for Discord.
Okay, let me, my laptop's about to die and my charger's in the other room. So let me hurry and go grab that. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sounds good.
Get it. Yeah.
Now we can talk crap about Josh while he's gone. Thank goodness.
God, he really
am I the asshole for like seriously thinking that Josh is like, I can't even think of one mean thing.
A cutie pie?
That he's the silliest cutie pie.
And his laptop died.
And
am I the asshole for thinking that Josh has the best hair out of all of us?
No.
Yeah, you're such an asshole.
He has amazing hair.
Yeah,
I know.
He said, Leela, and he asked if he should wear his hair up or down. And I said, well, my preference is down, but you do you, honey. So.
Ooh, I would like to see that fang in a pony, frankly. Not to
I just said yes. Oh, he does braids when he he'll send. Have you seen the braids when he goes skiing? And he can do like the French braids himself. And I'm like,
aw,
very cool.
He's ahead of me on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a couple people in the friend group wanted me to teach them how to French braid Brooke because Freya is old enough to be requesting French braids now, and she's like, I don't.
Well. All of a sudden, my idea for girls' craft night of everyone learning how to braid, aka braid my hair, doesn't seem so ridiculous. No, I just like have these fond memories of sleepovers where there would always be one girl who's like in Bob's Burgers before you say anything. Like that's what like one girl who loves braiding hair.
She likes to braid. Her name's Abby.
Yes, there's an Abby, and I always loved
short
that
for
girl.
Mabel.
I think it's like close. What?
Her name is Abby, and it's short for Mabel.
Okay.
It's a big plot twist in an episode that her name is Mabel.
I've seen some of Bob's Burgers, but clearly not enough of it.
It's because Millie's trying to become Millie's obsessed with Louise. She's trying to become class president. She is going to instate a bestie system where everybody gets assigned a bestie so no one feels alone. It's going to be alphabetical, and Louise is like, it's because she wants to be with me, Millie, and Louise. They're next to each other in the alphabet. And then someone's like, look into Abby. And she finds Abby's permanent record and finds out that her name is Mabel and comes in between Louise and Millie.
Josh. Okay.
Josh, while you
Great.
were gone, I was reciting plots of Bob's Burgers episodes. So I'm glad you're back.
Well, I'm
Thank
glad I
you
missed
for
it.
returning.
We also said terrible things about you.
It's true.
I love it. No, I was really worried that would well, first, I'm just going to see how many times I can disconnect from the video and then jump back in the same episode. But I was worried that would happen because my laptop only has 2 USB ports, and one of them was like plugged in, and then the laptop fell off the desk, and it like bent the little thing on the inside, so it doesn't plug in anymore.
Oh,
so
that sucks.
I can't plug in like anything and charge it at the same time. But then I just noticed that this dock that I have plugged in actually has a power plug, so I can power and use like the webcam and the mic at the same time.
Technology.
And somehow my laptop did die when I was out there, and I came back and started it up, and Audacity is still recording.
Ooh, sometimes
Amazing.
Audacity is pretty crash proof. Like
That's
I've
great.
had great
Until she crashes.
I'm like, Audacity, don't fail me now.
No. All right, we have time, I think, for 2 more, or you want to do? What do you think?
I have a really cutie one that I'd like to go last.
Okay, that sounds good. Maybe one of the ones that you had researched. Do you want Josh to do, or
We'll
I can
definitely
go?
have a Josh one.
One of them got deleted, so I just sent Josh one.
Okay.
I don't remember it because it was a while ago. So if it's bad,
okay,
blame
well then
Josh.
we'll call you out. Oh, I mean, we'll call
All right,
Josh
here's
out.
the one picked out by our lovely Abby. Okay.
No,
Am
here's
I
the one
the
picked out by
asshole?
our lovely Josh.
I did this. All the credit is mine. Nobody else deserves any
I hope you
recognition for
skimmed
this.
it.
Am I the asshole for refusing to share my secret recipe with my sister-in-law? I have a specific way of making baked mac and cheese. It's the only thing I'm known for at family gatherings. My sister-in-law asked for the recipe, and I told her I'd keep it a secret. She called me gatekeepery and says I'm being childish over noodles. My brother says I should just give it to her to keep the peace. Am I the asshole?
Okay, I do love like these like really silly, like the stakes are so low, you know?
Yeah.
And then some of them are so dramatic. No, that is your prerogative. That is your intellectual property. You are under no obligation to distribute that to anyone.
I disagree. I don't understand.
Fight.
I don't understand when. I guess I don't really understand that whole like this is my super secret recipe, and like it's very like Mr. Krabs Plankton, you know, like what are we doing here? Like I guess the only time I think that it's okay, I think is like when it's like old biddies fighting, which this could be, but probably
There's
not.
a Bob's Burgers episode about this.
All right.
Leela, just tell us you've never had a secret formula before.
I just like I guess I'm also Oh, sorry, go ahead, Abby.
I was going to say, if they're using the words gatekeepery, I don't think they're old biddies.
So
yeah,
true.
no, and they're on Reddit. I guess I'm also just a natural sharer. I grew up with lots of siblings. We shared everything. I'm obsessed with sharing, like maybe to a concerning amount where like I have to share what
everyone
I'm
listens
eating.
to the podcast.
Well, and I like need to share what I'm eating with others. I want to share my stuff with others. I don't understand what others don't want to share with me. It's like, so I don't understand the concept of having a delicious
of ownership.
food. Well, I don't understand, like you have something delicious that everyone loves and they want to share it. They want to like share in on that. Why
it's
would
because they bring it to family dinners and they don't want someone else to like take that from them.
So just say, I would prefer to make this at family stuff. You can do whatever else you want with it.
Maybe they don't have a good relationship.
So maybe she's just like, no, she's a bitch and she doesn't deserve it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd give it to you.
Anyway, I think she's the asshole. Controversial. Okay.
I don't know if you're I think there is like a level to which if you like a threshold, and if your personal perceived value in a situation is tied to cheese and noodles to an extent above that threshold, you've got to like get therapy, you know?
Yeah, maybe develop more personality. She said that's all I bring to family gatherings, and I'm like, maybe you should be more interesting. Learn a couple jokes. I
Break
mean,
the
like, God.
personality, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe like seek some hobbies, like
Anything. You can't just be
Oh my
about
God.
one recipe. Maybe you
That's
could make
awesome.
other stuff. I don't know.
it's like I bring noodles. I refuse to tell jokes.
Yeah, that's it. I don't like jokes because they're far too cheesy. No, that's too interesting. OP would never.
I liked that one, Leila.
Thank you.
I do think there's a certain level of like like this is totally me. This is like, you know, could be whoever, but it's like if you did work really hard on that recipe, like I don't want someone taking credit for my recipe that I did work hard on, perfect, whatever. But also, if you did find it off you know, a box or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, or like
Or
a reel.
Pinterest or yeah.
Right. Then I'm like, we don't need to gatekeep
No.
that.
Do you
But
remember?
it's like-
Did you guys remember in Friends Phoebe's like grandmother's like coveted
chip
chocolate
cookies.
chip cookie recipe?
And it's off the Nestle.
Nestle Tolaus.
Nestle Tulaus. And she realizes that it's and she sees on the back of the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookie. She's like, oh, "This is it!" Everyone in America has been making that recipe,
And it's a great chocolate chip cookie recipe,
Well, I
frankly.
was just about to say it's all right, but it's not my favorite.
Conversely,
know.
though, if the sister-in-law is like professional chef and is going to be like making a cookbook and like wants that to like put it in her book and then like profit off of, yeah,
Fuck that.
protect your secrets, babe.
That's your IP.
But like if you're just microwaving craft singles over like noodle, you know.
These are
Ew.
delicious.
Oh,
Right.
my God. Let me
also
drop-
if there's like also if there's like in-law tension and there's like I have to bring this to like get favors and like to
Yeah,
because
that's
it's like
true.
Extended
winning
family's
over
complicated.
like
the family
in-law parents.
politics of it all.
Yes. Yes.
And sometimes it's cheese and noodles that win people over because
I think
humans
often.
are in,
Yeah,
because humans are in fact that ridiculous.
it's so true.
So
Yeah, we don't have enough information, I think, strongly.
Yeah, I want to just drop two very quick, funny, like crazy family lore things about my family and mac and cheese, very quickly.
Okay.
So, my family is, on my dad's side, Ashkenazi Jewish. My great grandparents straight off the boat from Russia, and very, very particular about their cuisine. And sometimes they've made stuff the same way for many years, and it's like, but it could be better. And instead, they just are like, that's the way Bubby Pearl did it.
Yeah.
And so, this recipe that they love to make, when you said craft singles, it reminded me. What she does is, I swear to God, it's just noodles, like elbow macaroni with layered American cheese and noodles and American cheese. And then she pours whole milk on top of it and bakes it. And that's the recipe. And I'm just going to say right there, there's so many ways to improve that. And I understand that poverty happened back then, but you know, at this point, that Bobby Pearl's son, my grandfather, is a very successful lawyer from Richmond. We could afford better mac and cheese ingredients.
My
So,
grandma was really weird about food, and she would like eat expired stuff and like destroy
Yeah.
like super burnt toast and stuff. And me and my cousins would just look at each other and be like, "She was born in the Great Depression."
Yeah, just give her a pass. One last thing, my family on that side, and I've looked this up, apparently this is kind of an Ashkenazi thing. They eat mac and cheese, any kind of mac and cheese, with two specific toppings on it. And that would be sour cream and grape jelly. So they put them both on top of the mac and
Fuck
cheese.
off.
And I'm not, and I tell like my dad, his sister, my dad's brother, both of his parents all eat it like that. And they act like we're nuts when we don't want it. I'm like, I don't want jelly on my mac and cheese, you fucking psycho. Give me a piece of toast.
Can you ask them for the recipe for me?
Family secret.
I just told you, just American cheese, whole milk, and jelly.
This is
don't forget the sour cream.
White people
Hashtag
are the
stop white
worst.
people. Yeah.
Lily, did you want to read another one, or should I just mine? I don't think we'll have any discourse about. It's just funny.
Okay. Well, I'll read one more and then you
Okay.
will end it with the cutesy one.
Okay.
Okay. So I just think it's funny that we were talking about noodles because this one is also noodles related. That's
Oh my
really
God.
funny.
People are obsessed with noodles.
So this one is from 12 days ago. So you might have also read this one, Tina. But
I guess I'm on Reddit a lot. I don't know. It's because I deleted all my other social media.
Yeah. So here we go. Am I the asshole for arguing with my mother-in-law about my husband's feelings for spaghetti? And I just like that pulled me in. All right. So, and I mean, I'm a real spaghetti lover. I don't know if you guys can see. I actually have a spaghetti tattoo. It's a fork with spaghetti twirled on it.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Okay, my husband and I, both 25, were visiting my mother-in-law's house for dinner this evening. After dinner, my husband offered to drive his younger sister to a friend's house so that my mother-in-law could stay home after cooking. While he was out, my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and I sat around in the living room chatting. Sister-in-law is preparing to move out on her own soon and was asking about any easy way to cook dinner recipes that I had. More recipes. One of the things I brought up was spaghetti. When I said that, mother-in-law chuffed. Oh my God, these Brits. Mother-in-law chuffed and asked if I only make that when, what does DH mean? When when DH is working late, when her husband's working late.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you only make that when he's working late? I was confused and told her no. She said, well, he doesn't like spaghetti. That's why I asked. Oh, mother-in-laws.
Mother-in-laws.
Again, I was confused. I told her that he likes it now enough to request it that I make it recently, like decently often. To that, she said, is it maybe your favorite thing to make and he knows it? Is that why he asks? At this point, I started to get a little annoyed because I could feel it going in the direction that she isn't a stranger to, which is the I'll always know more about my son than you sort of thing. Boy mums. So where I would usually just shrug and say, I don't know, to keep the peace, I decided I'd push back this time. I told her that every time I make spaghetti, he polishes it off over half of it that night, and leftovers don't last either. Then mother-in-law turned to sister-in-law and said, you remember how much he hates spaghetti? He would practically gag over it. To which my sister-in-law shrugged and said, baby, he changed his mind. You know, don't be weird.
Yeah. Or maybe his wife's a better cook than you.
Yeah, that's really what it is. And mother-in-law went on to say, no, I know him. He's stubborn about tastes.
Oh my God, whatever. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. So I asked mother-in-law if she thought I was lying about him liking spaghetti.
Hell yeah, I respect the audacity.
And she rolled her eyes and asked me if this was the hill I wanted to die on. To which I said that she was welcome to ask him once he got back. She shook her head and told me there was no need for her to ask. She knows her son and she would know the answer. After that, conversation faded and we all sort of just got on our phones.
No shit. Wait, hold on real quick. Did it at the top, did it say where they were or what they were doing?
They were over at dinner at the mother-in-law's house.
Okay, got it. So where is the son-in-law? We don't know.
He went to drop
his sister.
Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he went to drop off his younger sister. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. After that conversation faded, we were all on our phones until my husband walked back into the house. The first thing I said was, hey, babe, do you like spaghetti? And of course he said yes in a confused tone. I guess I gestured my hand to him and looked at my mother-in-law and said, see? And she got up and said, I gotta go do something, and went back to her room and did not come back out until we left. On our way home, I explained the spaghetti thing to my husband, which he honestly did not care about. He just asked why I asked.
He honestly did not care.
But about an hour ago, mother-in-law sent my husband a big text about how I was rude and telling her that he only likes my spaghetti because I'm a better cook than her, which I did not say. So, am I the asshole for arguing about this? Does this make me childish, even though I was a little fed up with the whole song and dance?
I think it makes you an asshole, but I'm so here for it. I think she did the right thing.
Yeah, I think she's my hero. I think that I would have dropped it because, you know, she did ruin the evening, but Sometimes you just, I mean, like, sounds like this is not the first time that her mother-in-law has done this amazing, I know my baby boy better
Yeah.
than you ever will,
Fucking gross.
God, like,
That did come across very sexual.
either fuck him or leave, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus. I can't stand that. I cannot stand that. I can't stand that type of dynamic. I'm so, so lucky that my mother-in-law is not weirdly possessive like that over Jason.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
There's like, because it definitely sounds like the mother-in-law is just like constantly riding the asshole horse. And
It's a stinky
and
horse.
so it's like there's an extent to which you do have to kind of like pick your battles when it comes to, you know, like these narcissist type personalities and like what you're willing to like engage with. But sometimes the only way to like stay sane is to just like embarrass them in front of everybody, you know?
Yeah, I do think like I think we need to stop emotionally tiptoeing around mothers generally.
Yeah.
This is something that is oft talked about in our friend group, and I think that it is right to tell a mom that they are not inherently
correct about everything
about it, that they are not deserving of your like undying loyalty or like your like submission because they like birthed you or your husband. Tell moms they're wrong. 2026.
Yeah, like
Big
I'm gonna
retweet.
birth a baby, and I'm like one of the biggest idiots I know. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't be right all the time. No, my personality doesn't change just because I birthed a baby. Just like that mother-in-law was probably already an asshole well before.
So true.
So dumb.
I think so. Two things.
Yes.
Not the mom, like the mom complex. But this argument of whether this person likes spaghetti is so something I could see happening in my house, of like people being like, no, this person doesn't like spaghetti. Yes, they do. And just like going back and forth, legitimate argument that my family would have, not because somebody's like, I know my son better, but just because they're like, no, I truly believe this is how it happened, and people just going at it. So those are the kind of arguments that we would have in my family. But I just think that also full retweet on the tell moms when they are wrong, especially when you have adult children who are off living their own life.
Fully autonomous.
You don't know them as well as you used to.
It's so true.
And that's
obviously
okay.
He likes spaghetti.
The relationship changes. They change as human beings. And you just have to like remember that they are a person that is changing and living on this earth for the first time, and so are you. And so just like learn about them as they change and grow, and you can change and grow. Wow, what a concept.
I love that she
and also,
said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm a big advocate of the block button on your phone. You block people liberally when you need to.
Definitely.
Like, protect
it's more
your peace,
complicated
babes.
when it's your mother-in-law, unfortunately, but
it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't. You're right. But I think you as the daughter-in-law can't necessarily make that call if your husband's not on the same page. So that's a whole nother am I the asshole
other thing.
Block your husband.
Block.
April 2026. We're blocking our husbands out here.
I loved this one, Leela.
Agreed. And I'm so hungry for spaghetti now, which I'm really pissed about because I don't have that in my house for dinner tonight.
So sorry.
But
the best part of spaghetti is when you dip the garlic bread in the sauce that's left over on the plate after you finish the spaghetti.
Yeah, that is really good. But the best part of spaghetti for me is the spaghetti, because I'm a real pasta slut. I am really weird about it.
She's a pasta slut.
For real.
My cat is named after a pasta, so that just
amazing. I'm thinking, there's some really beautiful names for baby girls that are pasta. Salatini. Let's see, what else?
Rigatoni.
What else?
Elbow.
Rigatoni. We call her Tony.
The one that looks like Radiator. I don't know how you actually say that.
It's fine. I can't. I give up. We're not Italian.
Fettuccine.
Get the potato. Okay.
That's a spicy meatball. Here is our final Am I the Asshole? I cannot believe this episode went this long. I was like, how are we gonna fill this episode? Obviously, we're gonna
It's
yap.
fine.
This um feature this Am I the Asshole features two characters. I think it's like a little bit of a famous Am I the Asshole historical one from 3 years ago. It features two main characters, and we, unlike most Am I the Assholes, we have a photograph of these two characters
Wow.
that I will share with you at this time.
Okay.
Oh my God.
They're
It's
precious.
two kitty cats, and one looks like Gus.
Yes. Here's
One
my
is
kitty.
a tortoise shell and one is an orange tabby.
An orange tabby with like crossed eyes. It's like so orange cat of him.
Okay, well,
Get on
keep that
YouTube,
in mind,
listeners.
Layla. Yeah,
Okay.
if
So-
you're not on YouTube, you have
so-
no idea what we're talking about.
So angy orange cat. Oh my God.
Okay, so I never want to read the headline because it like ruins
Spoiler.
the punchline. Yeah. Okay. We have two workplace cats in one area of our work site. They add value to the work site. We all love the cats, and the work site cat presence is not the issue. One of the cats, Jean, is a tortoiseshell cat we have had for years. The other cat, Jorts, is a large orange cat and a recent addition. Jorts is kind of a simple guy.
Classic.
That's the orange cat.
Yeah.
For example, Jorts can't open a door even when it's ajar. He shoves it whether he is going in or going out, so he often closes the door he's trying to go through. Classic. Orange
Jorts.
cat is exactly like this. My orange cat goes up to a gap in a door and it's just like meow, meow, and I'm like, push your head a little bit through. This means Jorts is often trapped inside the place he was trying to exit and meows until he is rescued.
Immediately justice for Jorts. I don't know where this is going, but justice for Jorts.
My colleague Pam has been spending a lot of time trying to teach Jorts things.
Oh, give up.
The doors thing is the main example. It's a real issue because the cats are fed in a closet and Jorts keeps pushing the door closed. Jean can actually open all the other interior doors since they are the lever type knob, but she can't open this particular door if she is trapped inside the closet. So Jean is leaps and bounds above, I think, even your average house cat.
Yeah.
Torty Jean is very nice to poor orange Jorts, and she is kept busy letting him out of rooms he has trapped himself in. So this seems very easy to resolve. I put down a door stop.
Women
so the door now
always
cannot
stay.
be closed.
Women always doing too much for men, per
It's so
usual.
true. I love that. She could save him. Okay, so the poster says I put down a doorstop in that
Okay.
closet that he like shuts himself in, so now he cannot shut himself in the closet. Got it?
Genius. Yes.
Pam, the coworker, Pam then said I was depriving Jorts of a chance to learn and kept removing the doorstop.
Girl.
She set up a series of special learning activities for Jorts and tried to put these tasks on the whiteboard of daily team tasks. User says I erased them.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
She thinks we need to teach him how to clean himself better and how to get out of minor barriers like when he gets a cup stuck on his head, etc.
Jorts.
I love Jorts, but he's just dumb as fuck and we can't change that. Don't get me wrong. Watching her try to teach Jorts how to walk through a door is hilarious. But Jean got locked in the closet twice last week. Yesterday, I installed a cat cutout thing in the door, and Pam started getting really huffy. I made a gentle joke about, quote, you can't expect Jean's tortoiseshell smarts from orange cat Jorts, which made Pam furious. She started crying and left the hallway, then sent an email to the group and went home early.
What the fuck, Pam?
In her email, Pam said I was perpetuating ethnic stereotypes by saying orange cats are dumb and is demanding racial sensitivity training before she will
Stop.
return. I don't think it's relevant,
Why?
but just in case, Pam is a white person in a mostly minority staff, and no, she is not ginger, does not have red hair. TLDR, am I the asshole for enforcing an ethnic stereotype by joking that orange cats are dumb?
Oh my God.
I was really close to hitting the asshole buzzer when she erased the
That
whiteboard.
was fucked up.
That's fucked
I was
up.
like, if like someone's really excited about like, here's like all the progress George is making, and here's the steps, and you're like, no. But then it just went too far. Like the Pam is like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't have erased it, but you are at work to do, I guess, work.
I'm just gonna say, like, and now I realize that she, like, maybe like one of the only white people in this office. I'm like, this is the type of white person that makes the rest of us look fucking stupid as hell. I'm just gonna say this right. Can you imagine? Just think of the dynamics now. This crazy white lady is spending first of all, is making it all of our problem and
Yeah.
acting like this cat is a human person.
It's funny that in this posting here, Pam is the dumbass, not Jorts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Jorts is doing his best, and I'm sorry, but you really, once cats are grown, there's not that much you can change about them.
Now that you know them better, I just want to show you their faces again.
Thank you so much. Look at Jorts.
And here we are on Imgur or Imgur.
There is not a single thought.
He's just looking at his nose.
George has 0 brain cells.
And Jean has this cunning, knowing look in her eyes. She's got the lights on in there.
Yeah, she does. It reminds me of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think like when you're in a workplace, if there is a cat, like one, having 2 cats in the workplace sounds awesome.
Awesome.
But like
It does.
having a really stupid, like fucked up cat is incredible. Like that's got to do more for morale, like the staff,
agree.
to just be like super stressed about this email or this deadline, and then look over and there's an orange cat with its head stuck in like a Dixie
And a
cup.
cup. That's so funny.
It's like, why would Pam be trying to rob the rest of the staff of these like glorious like team building moments?
I also want to say that Jean's photo is like a beautiful high resolution like glamour shot. And Jorts's photo is like completely out of focus and like it's like horrible lighting.
It looks like someone caught him in the act of something. Like, it's a crazy.
He's eyeing that cup saying, does that go on my head?
But like, here's the thing. Cats are dumb. Like,
Yes.
They're really dumb.
they're so dumb. And that's fine because they're dumb. And like, there's a reason that they're only 9 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever. Well, mine's 9 pounds because I have to be able to pick him up and go, no. You cannot do that.
Yeah. And cats are simply not domesticated enough to care about what we think in that way. Like, you could be like, hey, dog, here's how you open a door. And it would be like, thank you, human. I want to please you. This cat is just like trying to clearly this cat's just trying to survive day by day. Brain cannot hold new tricks.
I love this one so much.
It's great. Thank you for bringing this on.
I also like didn't really want to talk about this because it's like a whole side tangent that I won't take, but I just want to note that there's a Vice article called Reading Reddit Relationships in Am I the Asshole Helps Some People Leave Bad Relationships. And I think that's really cool
great.
and interesting that you can like read something if you're like maybe not catching the red flags yourself, or you're like not ready to question stuff yet, but you're like reading these things that seem familiar and like seeing the consensus that might lead you to realize you're in a bad spot. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Wow. Abby and Josh, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for making me laugh so hard with that last one.
This was so much fun.
This was delightful.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have the team back on to cover another fun topic sometime.
Or just do more Am I the Assholes?
More Am I the Asshole? Am I the
I feel
Asshole
like
still?
I'm gonna
Annual-
like just go ahead.
I was just saying, bring us back in 12 months and we'll do this every year.
Yes.
Good. I'm just gonna continue doing this like it's a game and playing it with Jason after this. You know? So.
Oh, I do want to make a quick plug if for people who are interested in reading these like other people's intrapersonal issues. I listen to this really fun podcast called Petty Crimes, where every week they cover, it's like 30-40 minute episodes, but they always cover one petty crime, no actual crimes involved, and they like this make a court ruling about like who is in the wrong for what specific petty crimes and what their sentencing should be, and it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of stuff like I like everything we've read today.
Love it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, that is it for Burn Before Reading.
Until next week, remember,
your cringe is part of you,
but don't worry, you're probably not the asshole.
Thanks for listening to Burn Before Reading.
Created by me, Christina Kahn.
Hosted and produced by Christina Kahn and me, Leela Hilton.
Logo designed by Michael Hardison. Follow him on Instagram at RoyGBivRVA or check out his work at wildlingpress.com.
Theme music by Sakura Wishes.
Find me online at tbr.tinabreading on Instagram.
Find me at Leels for Reels on Instagram.
Join us on Patreon for access to our Discord server, monthly bonus episodes, and other fun stuff.
Find video recordings of most of our episodes on YouTube at Burn Before Reading. Follow the podcast on Instagram at Burn Before Pod or email us at burnbeforepod@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening, friends.
See you next time.